Hey go-getters, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about something I've been hearing a lot over and over for the past few weeks, like from my clients and from women I've been talking to who struggle with overeating sugar and carbs. And it's this one thing that all ambitious women have in common, including myself. And it is rewarding yourself with sugar. Now, even though on the outside it seems like treating yourself with sugar and rewarding yourself with sugar is like a nice thing, right? Like it sounds like you're taking care of yourself. It sounds like you're putting your self-care first. But at the end of the day, after talking to so many women who struggle with this, what ends up happening is that they end up overeating, they end up gaining weight, they end up feeling bloated and having all these things that actually don't feel good at the end. So I'm going to talk about today in this video 3 solid tips that will help you stop rewarding yourself with sugar so that you actually pursue your weight loss goals and achieve the wellness goals that you want. Stick to the end to find out what all those 3 tips are. Tip number 1 is to call yourself out as you're doing it. So the thing that's crazy about reward eating is that a lot of my clients think that it's about feeling good. They think that it's part of a celebration, and so a lot of people don't realize that it's actually something that's detrimental to their wellness goals. And so people will tell me like, oh, it's about being happy and you know, I just want to celebrate myself. But if you really think about it, if you really truly felt proud, if you really truly felt accomplished and good about yourself, like you've just finished something, like if you ran a marathon and at the end of the day you felt so accomplished, would you feel like you need to quickly bury yourself in a box of Oreos? Right? Like if that feeling of proud and accomplished, it doesn't normally lead to overeating, and it doesn't normally lead to rewarding yourself with sugar, because that is a good feeling. It helps you feel good. You don't need to change what you're doing. But at the end of the day, what a reward eating is basically a craving. And cravings are basically a form of you changing your internal state. It's just like what James Clear says in his book, Atomic Habits. Cravings are all about the desire to change your internal state. It has nothing to do with the food itself. So the reason why I mention all this is because I want you to understand that reward eating is actually a sneaky form of stress eating. It's just stress eating with a nice little bow on top with a nice little golden star on the top. Okay, so when you understand this, it just helps you see that reward eating is a way for you to stop feeling uncomfortable about something, to stop feeling a certain emotion. So the way to address this, first of all, is you have to call yourself out as you are about to reward eat. Like you have to be upfront with yourself and say, oh, hang on a second, before you go to eat the cookie, you have to tell yourself, oh, hang on a second, let me, like I'm eating right now as a reward. Like I'm telling myself I need to eat as a reward. So calling out the behavior first is going to be helpful for you so that you actually catch yourself and help you see that, okay, something's going on. Like this is a cue, this is a sign that maybe I need to address something. So you want to call yourself out first before you grab the cookie. So what that might look like is you go, if you're noticing you want to reward yourself at the end of the day and you're feeling super exhausted and you're like, I deserve a reward, that's when you stop and you're like, and you tell yourself, oh, hang on a sec, I'm telling myself I deserve a reward. Let me stop and just call this out for a second. Tip number 2 is to practice the 6-second rule. So what the 6-second rule is, it's basically your chance to do some deep breathing before you reach the food. And what this will do is to help you just sort of pause, to help yourself calm down, to kind of like not act on your emotions, but just really be in a calm state so that you're not acting impulsively. You're not just reacting to feeling whatever emotion's coming up for you, whether it's stress, anxiety, or even if it's feeling good emotion like joy or proud. Like you want to just make sure you're not making an emotional decision. And a great way to do that is literally taking 6 seconds to pause. Here's an example of what I mean. So let's pretend you're in a movie theater and someone just yells, fire, fire, in the movie theater. So your emotional brain might want to react to that. You might want to run, you might want to leave immediately before even thinking about it. So if you make emotional decisions like that, you're going to not really be able to assess the situation, see what your options are. Like your brain is just like, we gotta go, we gotta escape. But what if the person that said fire was actually a child who has autism or something, or what if it was a prank? You never really know in the moment. So if you take 6 seconds to sort of recalibrate, kind of step back and be like, okay, let me just really assess the situation, that gives you the time and space to help you not make an emotional decision. So the way you'll implement that is just like the next time you feel yourself, like after you call yourself out, tip number 1, you do the 6 seconds of breathing, you do the 6-second rule, and then that's when you could kind of slow down and really be like, okay, what do I actually want to do right now? Finally, tip number 3 is to do an emotional check-in and actually ask yourself, what am I needing right now? A lot of times my clients, when they tell themselves that they want to treat themselves or they deserve a reward, it's usually not from a place of joy or feeling proud or feeling accomplished. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but most of the time when they really think about it, when they think of like those moments where they're like, I deserve a reward, I deserve a treat, it's usually coming from an emotion of maybe like F it or whatever, like a very sort of complacent emotion, like apathetic, where they don't really care. And that is not feeling proud. That's not the same as feeling joy. So in order to help yourself understand your emotions and help yourself really know what you're truly needing, you have to be able to identify that emotion so that when you know what's really going on in your body, what's really going on with you, you could actually give yourself what you need. So an action tip for that is to really just ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And what am I really needing? All right, everyone, if you're finding that from this video it's really resonating with you and you're seeing that you often tell yourself you need a treat, you deserve a reward, the first thing I want to say is you are not alone. Like basically every woman I've coached has gone through this, including myself, and nothing's wrong with you. And if you want to learn more about impulsive eating and how to stop doing that, I actually have a free impulsive eating quiz that could tell you what your impulsive eating type is, so you know what to do ahead of time the next time you have this urge to eat impulsively. And to get the free quiz and the guides that go with it, you could click the link in the video description below. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos and click the bell for notifications on my future videos. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time.